Alrighty, so this is going to be the assembly for the 9824 HP. When you get this machine, you're going to have the tower in the actual box should be mounted down on the skid itself. For assembly, you're just literally going to lift the tower onto the machine and come in. We're going to have 6 bolts all across the base. There is no torque spec for these, and you don't have to worry about any of the shimming. Any of the extra shims we have found, we just place them on the same locations they were on the studs. When you also assemble this, you will have an air fitting that will need to be screwed in. This will be in the accessory box on the machine. I recommend using a little bit of WD-40 on the inside of the hose, slip it over the fitting itself, and then go on ahead and compress the hose clamp. You also have the air box that will mount on the top of the tower. One single bolt at the bottom. You will have the adjustment knob that will be in the accessory block. Just needs to be screwed in. There's no particular location for it. You will next have the spring. When you first receive this machine, this stop up here will actually be all the way down to the lock plate, so your head will be low. The spring will either be in the box or on the shaft underneath. Typically on this machine, this spring will be in the box. All you're gonna have to do is you loosen this top Allen up here. I'd recommend when you install this, you have it all the way up, you lock it, you're gonna slip the spring back over, put the cap back on, and then bring the Allen screw back in. No torque specs required for that either. On the other side of the machine here, we're gonna have 2 other parts. Your stop, your bump stop, and your nut for your bead breaker will be in the accessory box. When you apply air to the machine, that will extend all the way out and it will be held, allow you to torque the nut onto the shaft itself. And then you'll have the lube bucket bracket. On this machine, there is an extension plate that is mounted on the same mounting bolts for the FRL. Basically, you remove the air lines, the bowl for the oiler. That'll give you access to both of the bolts that hold it onto the machine. Once you loosen those, you can slip the bracket into place. And then you just bolt your lube bracket onto that. At that point, you would just go ahead and test the machine and make sure you don't have any air leaks and so forth.